Hello everyone, my name is Glenn. I'm one of the coaches of the Walk2Run program at the St. Charles Dick Pond Athletic Store. Today we're doing a video orientation segment that you hopefully are now watching because you have decided to sign up for the fall-autumn session of Walk2Run. Although this would pertain to any Walk2Run coming up in the future. Just trying to answer some of the questions, set the tone, some guidelines, some ground rules, so that we can hit the ground running next week. And a few thoughts to help you get started and to be ready to go starting here and now. Walk2Run is a program that we've done for probably 10 or 12 years here at the store in St. Charles, very popular. We've helped, tens of thousands of people have signed up. Thousands and thousands have started the program. A few less have dropped out, but for the most part, people have made it through and realized that they can change their life through exercise and through this very popular exercise program. Whether you've decided to sign up here weeks, months ago for this session, because you had too much coffee the morning of or too much wine the evening of, we hope that at least you'll come and try the first class. So often we get people to sign up and they don't even come to the first class to test it. There is no pressure to come one time. It's the easiest of all the classes. We're really nice people, we're friendly, we're helpful. I just speak for one of 4 or 5 different coaches who are excited to have you, welcoming to and wanting to have you join us in the Walk2Run program. We hope that you'll give it a try and don't judge it, prior to coming one time. Where should you come? If you've signed up for the Saturday program, you will show up at the store, the Dick Pond store, St. Charles, Illinois. If you've signed up for the Monday night program, the Monday night program meets at Mount St. Mary's Park. It's a park that's 6 blocks south of the store on Route 31 under a gazebo that's quite close to a skateboard park, quite near the bathrooms there in the park, Mount St. Mary's. It's on the northern end of the park. The park runs along the river north-south. Shoot for the northern part of the park and you'll find us every Monday night there for Walk2Run. When should you be at Walk2Run? Saturday morning starts at 7, so you need to arrive at 6:50. There are always announcements. There's always the sign-in process. We want you to sign in. We want you to know that you were there. Should you make it to 8 classes out of the 10-week program, you make it 8 times, you'll get a free t-shirt out of the deal. And so we want to be sure that we know that you made it. We take off at 7, so if you show up at 7, you're going to miss some opportunities to learn and to check in. If you're a Monday night person, Monday night starts at 6:30 p.m. We'd like you to show up at 6:20 p.m. for the same purposes of signing in. You'll sign in at the park. You'll hear the announcements at the park, and then we get going at 6:30. Class is a 30-minute activity. The entire class, once announcements are done, is 30 minutes. So between you showing up at 10 minutes early and having a little bit of stretching and cool down afterward, you're going to be back in your car 1 hour after you pull up. For those of you that are looking at your schedules, you'll be with us for an hour, short and sweet and done. What is this class? Again, it's a 10-week long progressive class of running and walking. We start each class with a warm-up. Then we announce the workout for that evening, for that morning. We blow a whistle and we start walking. We blow another whistle and we start running. We walk and we run at the sound of the whistles. And each week we cheat the walk a little less, cheat the run a little more, so that you can begin to train your body through the movement to accept the exercise intensity, which increases and become stronger as a result of that overload of activity, more than you've done before, more than you would have done had you stayed home instead of coming to class. So each week it gets a little harder, but not too hard. You can walk at any time that you'd like during a session. Some people, they hear a whistle, they think they've got to run. They don't. You walk or run whatever you'd like. You say, well, I can't get in shape that way. There's no way that works. But I can tell you that the reason that maybe you think that, or that maybe you've tried this on your own and have not gotten the results that you wanted, was because it's not the intensity of the activity that counts. It's the repetition and the frequency per week of the activity that counts. And to have you come and do this, plus do it 2 other times during the week, for a total of 3 times a week, an easy intensity is trumped by a increase of frequency. And the only way you want to do it 3 times a week is if it isn't so exhausting that you say, I can't do this anymore. I'm too sore. I'm too tired. I had a bad experience. It was too intense. I don't think I'll do this any longer. Please understand, it's not the intensity, it's the frequency, and that's what we're going to try to show you in class. That's why you need to come to class. You need to be with the group. There's a power in this group, and doing it on your own never works, as well as being with a group of people doing the same thing. So, you'll show up your once a week time. There is talk of a study hall this session. A study hall meaning a class, informal, where you all will get together and do the interval for the week in a group that isn't class time. It's a study hall. It's a homework session. We'll announce that as we get closer and meet you the first or second time. But that's something to look forward to, so that you do 1 of your workouts a week in class, 1 at a homework session, 1 on your own, to come back the next week to see that it's just a little bit harder than it was the week before, as we work toward our goal of getting better over the 10 weeks. Again, a cool shirt if you can make it 8 out of 10 times. Also, there is an optional 5K race that we have planned for you 10 weeks from the start of class. That will be a chance for you to celebrate, and we to celebrate together your accomplishment of making it through class and showing yourself. For some of you, the first 5K you've ever run. For some of you, the first 5K in 20 years, or whatever. And we'll celebrate that together, and that will be something fun to look forward to. Obviously, you're saying, I can't run a 5K, or you might be. Every runner says that. Every runner that looks to a distance that's farther than they could. I couldn't run 50 miles, but if I worked at it for long enough with my friends in a high frequency, low intensity setting, I could do a 50 miler. I just don't think I can right now, but it's only because I'm not in the right frame of mind and I'm not with the right group. Luckily, you have signed up for the right group. Questions that come up readily: do we run when it rains? The answer is yes. You're required to come to class if it's raining. The only time we don't come to class is if it's thunder and lightning. That is a decision that will be made an hour before class. Obviously, if you wake up and you're halfway here and it's thunder and lightning, you can turn around and go home. You'll be given credit for that class. It's not your fault about the weather. And so just think about that. But if it's raining, rain never stops us, snow never stops us, cold never stops us, wind never stops us. Come to class, 8 out of 10 is the goal. There are bathrooms on both of the sites where we run. The Monday night people, Mount St. Mary's Park, has a drinking fountain and a bathroom. The Saturday morning people, Potawatomi Park, where we run, has a bathroom and a water fountain. Hate to see you lugging around big containers of water. You can do what you want to do. Most of us get by without drinking. If you need a drink, there's a water fountain around halfway point, and feel free to drink anytime. So know that. What if I'm slow? That's okay. We don't mind. We'd like you to be slow, because then we can show you better how much faster you're going to get by being in class. There's no embarrassment. There's no judging. Slow is good. Slow means that you're low intensity. Low intensity means you're going to succeed. It's the fast people that run too fast are the ones that burn out and don't make it to the end. The turtles are the winners in this class, not the hares. What if I get sore? You're going to get sore. Soreness is part of exercise. You wouldn't think twice if you went out and played tennis to wake up the next morning and be sore. But somehow with running, we expect not to be sore. Running is a traumatic experience, activity. You crash down with 3 times your body weight, and it's important to know that you will be sore. But soreness is part of the deal. Soreness is what makes your body get stronger. Stronger is what makes you healthier. Healthier is the bottom line and our goal. So don't worry about that. Please know that you can't bring dogs to class. We're so sorry for that. But you can bring your children, and you can bring strollers with the children, but you are responsible for watching them like a hawk, because we as coaches can't keep track of them for you. We've had people as young as 7 years old take this class, and my mother has taken it, and she's 92 years old. Please know that you cannot switch classes from Monday to Saturday and Saturday to Monday. If you signed up for Monday, that's your decision, and please stick with it. Thank you, and vice versa. We're trying to keep track of people, and it's hard if we switch back and forth. Will you get lost? You won't get lost, because the classes are done in a big oval situation where you'll just be in a giant circle, and as long as you come back to the circle and stay in the circle, you can never get lost, because you'll always get back to where you started. How far do we go? That's often brought up. You go as far as you want to go. If you're slow, you'll go less far. If you're faster, you'll go more far. But the key isn't the far or the distance, it's just the time of the 30 minutes of activity. Walking plus the running equal 30 minutes. We don't measure distance. We don't care about distance. We just care about the frequency of the activities per week and the trade-off in the time that you do the walking and the running, called duration, the duration of the walk, the duration of the run during the activity. How fast are we going to go? How fast should you go? That is determined by you and nobody but you. Your gym teacher, which made you not like running back in the day, made you run fast. There was punishment for not being fast. There was embarrassment for not being fast. In this class, we don't care how fast you go. Intensity, again, has nothing to do with it. How fast should you go? The speed you should go at, and we'll talk about it, is called the conversation pace. It's a pace that you can talk to the person next to you while you're running and have a conversation with them. If you are talking like this while you're walking and running, you're running too fast and you need to slow down. You think you can't get in shape by slowing down, and that's where you're wrong. You can get in shape by slowing down, but doing it more times a week, and that's what we're doing here, the conversation pace. Please remember, a newsletter goes out 24 hours within 24 hours after we finish each class. The Monday night specific to Monday issues, the Saturday morning specific to Saturday issues. I send it to the email that you've given me in your registration. The only reason you won't get it 24 hours within the time of the end of class is either A, you gave me an incorrect, invalid email address, or the email is in your spam. Getting the email, reading the email, understanding and being inspired and motivated by the email is probably the third most important thing in this class. People who don't read the email and don't, because they didn't get it or don't care to read it, are much less likely to finish the class. The email keeps us together. The email keeps you engaged. The email is important. Read every word of the email. I can't stress it enough. You might say, what are the other two more important issues or points that will keep you engaged in the class? The first is coming to class. It's hard to come to class, but the hardest part of coming to class is getting in your car and turning the key and driving. Once you're here, you see 20 or 30 or 40 or 80 different people here trying to be as good as they can be, try to be healthier than they have been. That's all the inspiration you need, and once you're here, you're fine. But turning that key and putting your workout on your schedule and making it part of your day's plan is the most important part, and I can't stress it enough. The other most important part of success for you is doing your homework, and we're trying to make that easier this session by having the homework study hall night. It will be in the night, it won't be in the day. We're looking toward a Wednesday night, which would work for both groups because it spreads out your workouts over the week. Understand your 3 days a week need to be spread out with rest days in between, such that if you're a Saturday runner, you rest on Sunday. You run Saturday, you rest Sunday. You run Monday, you rest Tuesday. You run Wednesday, you rest Thursday and Friday, so that you can be prepared with lots of rest for the increase in workout the following Saturday. Likewise, Monday, you'll run Wednesday and Friday, taking off Saturday and Sunday, because guess what? Here comes Monday and a harder workout. It's not hard. You just have to commit to doing it, and doing it with some frequency. Hope I made it clear. We're happy to see you in our group. I can't wait to meet you all. We've had people, we have a couple people in the class who have lost 100 pounds, many who've lost 50, many who've lost 30 and 20. 10 is a given. People sleeping better, people getting off of their medication, stress reduction, clothes fitting better, getting ready for weddings, whatever your goal is, whatever your why is. We talked about when, we talked about where. Your assignment till we see each other, what is your why? Why are you doing this? And if you got a good one, it'll keep you going for the 10 weeks, and you look pretty sharp in that t-shirt that you earn at the finish line of that 5K we've got planned for you. Good luck. Hope to see you soon. Dick Ponds. If you need me, send me an email, Glen@dickpondathletics.com. Bye now.